New construction, is it really worth it? Why is it so expensive? We need to do inspections. Do they all look the same? Well, I'm gonna cover that and a lot more in today's video on the top 10 new construction myths. And we're gonna get started right now. Myth 1, new construction homes are too expensive. When we value homes, we look at the location, we look at the size of the home, the features and the condition of those features, and then market conditions. We use something called dollars per square foot to compare homes. What dollars per square foot is very simply the sales price divided by the above grade square footage of the house. So if you have a $100,000 house and it's 1,000 square feet, it's $100 per square foot. New construction in New Haven County averages about $280 a square foot. Some higher, some lower. Existing averages about $260 a square foot. Again, some higher, some lower. Well, right there, new construction is more expensive. It's $20 a square foot more expensive. You got to step back a little bit and take a look at what you're getting. With a new construction house, you're getting everything brand new. The roof's new, the windows new, the siding's new, the mechanicals are new, the appliances are new. With an existing house, say it's 25, 30 years old. Maybe that roof is 25, 30 years old. Maybe the furnace is 25, 30 years old. So there's a little give and take there. New construction, yes, a little bit more expensive up front, but your maintenance costs and your energy efficiency is going to be much better, much lower, and you're going to see savings from that point of view. Myth 2, new homes don't need inspections. New construction homes actually get a lot of inspections. The building department from your town is going to do a lot of inspections to make sure everything is compliant with code. Framing, the electrical, the plumbing, many other things. You're also going to do a walkthrough a couple different times with the builder. After framing, you're going to walk through, you're going to point out, this is where I want lights, this is where I want outlets and switches, things like that. And you're going to make sure that the layout is correct when it's all framed. Then you're going to come back again after the sheetrock's up and a few other things are done. You're going to start picking out finishes, maybe for the countertop, fixtures, things like that. And you're also going to be looking to make sure everything is right. And then you'll come back one last time at least when everything's pretty much done. And you're going to create what's called the punch list. And that's a list that the builder is going to use to finish up any issues that you saw. You can bring a professional home inspector who knows new construction because they'll be able to usually see things that you might miss. So that's always a good idea. Your agent will be there as well to help you. Myth 3, there's no defects or issues with new construction homes. Builders are humans, they make mistakes. So there will be issues of some type, maybe small, maybe big. Also, you have the possibility of having building material issues. So for example, I'm renovating a house. It's not new construction, but we're putting new windows in on the house. The contractor installed it correctly, but the window is leaking really bad. There's a defect with that window. It needs to be replaced. It's a faulty building material. So that's a possibility. Connecticut makes builders offer a 1-year warranty for new construction homes on workmanship, on faulty material, things like that. So you have a little bit of protection there if something comes up afterward. And of course, as I said, you're going to be doing walkthroughs and looking at the property before you close and giving that builder a punch list of things to fix. Myth 4, new construction homes don't require maintenance. Every home requires maintenance. New construction homes are probably going to have a lot less maintenance requirements than a 30 or 40 or 50-year-old home, but there still will be some. Some examples include, if you have an oil-fired heating system, you need to service that heating system every year or it will get sooted up and it will be much less efficient. If you have forced air or air conditioning, you're going to have to change the filters in that system. If you don't, your system is going to be working harder, its life is going to be shorter, and it's not going to be as effective for you. If you have a fireplace and you burn wood in it, you have to clean that chimney at some frequency, otherwise you raise the risk of having a fire in the chimney. So there is maintenance that is required with every house. As the house gets older, it's probably going to require more maintenance and repairs than a new construction. Myth 5, all new construction homes look the same. Maybe you've driven into a development and it's all raised ranches, and other than the siding color, maybe the shingle colors looks exactly the same. If you were to go into a bunch of those houses, you'd probably find that they're all very different inside. Amongst other things, you can change the layout. You can add or delete walls. You can move things. So maybe instead of having the laundry in the basement, you could have it up on the hall closet on the first floor. Then there's things like the finishes, right? For flooring, you could have hardwood floors, you could have tile, you could vinyl plank, you could have carpet. You could have a butcher block counter versus a quartz counter versus a granite counter. You could have an island or a peninsula. So there's a lot of changes that could be made, paint colors, things like that. So Each house will be unique to the person who built it, and then also there could be modifications after the fact as well. Myth 6, you cannot negotiate on new construction. Everything is negotiable. Price, incentives, features, upgrades, everything is negotiable. The leverage you have to negotiate will vary based on market conditions. If there's a lot of demand and not much supply, you're probably not going to have too much leverage. If there's a lot of supply and not too much demand, you'll probably have a lot of leverage. Work with an agent who knows new construction, who knows the market, and they'll be able to help you to negotiate where they can. An example that, even if there's a lot of demand where you might be able to have some leverage, maybe it's the last lot in a development. The developer wants to get done with that development and move on. You might be able to negotiate there. Myth 7, new construction homes don't have resale value. Every home has resale value based on the location, based on the size of the house, the features and the condition, and then the market conditions. When you're building your house, you're going to be able to customize it. Talk to your agent. As you make customizations, you may add value or you may take away value. For example, it's a 3-bedroom house and you take out the wall of 2 of the bedrooms and make it one big room. Well, that might be valuable to you, but it may reduce the buyer pool following on when you're ready to sell. Every house has resale value, and a lot of it depends on the condition of the market. Myth number 8, new construction takes too long. In Connecticut, with an approved building lot, you can expect 6 to 8 months from start to finish for new construction. That could be delayed by things like weather, permitting issues, things like that. But overall, 6 to 8 months is a pretty good number. If you're gonna buy raw land and then build on that, then you're gonna have to go through zoning, you're gonna have to do a site plan, you're gonna have to, if you need septic or well, you're gonna have to have plans for those. It'll need to be approved by the health authority. If you got wetlands, there'll have to be some work done there. All that engineering work will take a lot of time. And then once it's approved as a building lot, then you can start building. Buying an existing house, that could take a while as well. Say you look for 3, 4, 5 months, and then once you find a house, it takes a month and a half to close. Now you're at 4 to 6 months already. I've got clients that I've been working with for over a year. New construction doesn't work for them, but if it was something that they wanted to explore, maybe they would have already been in their house. So it depends. To give and take again. New construction, you pretty much know how long it's going to take once you have that house under contract. Myth 9, new construction is too risky. Everything you do has some level of risk. Driving to the grocery store has risk. Buying a new construction home or buying an existing home has risk. When you're going to the grocery store, you put your seatbelt on and you drive following the speed limit. Those are things to reduce the risk. When you're buying a new construction home, a couple things you can do to reduce the risk. Work with an agent who knows new construction. Work with a builder who's got a good reputation, has done a lot of houses, so you know that they're doing well. Also, as I said before, the state of Connecticut requires builders to provide a 1-year warranty against defects and against workmanship issues. So you're protected a little bit there coming out once you've bought the house. Myth 10, new construction homes are less energy efficient. Technology has increased and made building materials much more efficient. Equipment such as your heating system, your air conditioning system, your oven, they're all much more efficient than they used to be. So new construction, you're gonna be more likely, you're gonna have a pretty efficient house. Building code has also been improved to drive efficiency. So an older house isn't gonna have a lot of those things. New construction will, so that's gonna drive some cost savings as far as energy costs, which is a benefit as well. So that's 10 myths that I've heard from clients that were either exploring buying new construction or actually bought new construction. What other beliefs do you have about new construction? Throw them in the comments down below. I get calls all the time from people looking to buy in the New Haven County area. So if you're out there looking to buy a house in the New Haven County area, or if you just have some questions, give me a call. My contact information is below. If you enjoyed this video, I know you're gonna love the next one. It's on the right-hand side of the screen. Thanks for watching. I'm Dave with the Bolduc Realty Group. Have a great day.